Hi there, welcome back to Kavita Rabindranath's Accounts is Easy. We are continuing with retirement students here. I hope you have watched the earlier videos. I have provided the link to it in the description box below. Please see that. Now today we are going to discuss the treatment of reserves in retirement. Alright, this is very similar to that, something that we have done in admission. Reserves, we all know, it is some free reserves, some specific reserves, right? Now we are talking about only free reserves right now. Free reserves meaning, for example, you can talk about general reserve, then maybe a contingency reserve, or maybe you have a profit and loss account balance given to you. Obviously on the liability side, meaning having a positive credit balance. There can be any other free reserve against which we do not have to pay off any liability or anything like that. Now these free reserves are accumulated by the partners. So all these years, ये सारे partners ने मिलके ये reserve बनाया है in their profit sharing ratio, right? They have sacrificed and created a reserve for the business. Now if this retiring partner is going, why should he be deprived of his share of contribution made to the reserve? So इस time पर जैसे admission के time में all these reserves are distributed to the old partners. Same thing we are doing in retirement. We are distributing all these reserves to the meaning all the old partners, including the retiring partner. So we will debit these reserves and we will credit all old partners' capital or current account, as the case may be, in their old ratio. Alright? So this done, these reserves will not appear in the books in the new balance sheet. Now of course, as per the reduced syllabus, we do not have a certain things. So keeping that in mind, I am I'm giving you this journal entry because single adjustment entries have been deleted from the syllabus. So this is the only option. All free reserves should be distributed to the old partners. ठीक है? This time. There can be certain unwritten off losses or expenditures also that will appear on the asset side of the balance sheet in a question. That can be, say, advertisement, suspense. Then it can be a profit and loss account, debit balance. Debit balance meaning the loss not distributed. We can have any other deferred revenue expenditure, all of this. So any of this thing given the seen in the asset side of the balance sheet, please write it off, because this retiring partner, he should be sharing the bearing the burden of all this also. सिर्फ रिजर्व्स में मैं शेयर लूँगा, unwritten off expenses तुम लोग समझ लेना. That's not the case, right? So here all of these assets, the asset side में obviously these are not assets, fictitious assets. These will be also debited to the partner's capital. So we will close this by crediting these accounts. इनको credit करो, they all have a debit balance. Debit all old partners' capital or current accounts in their old ratio. So यहाँ पे you will see that sacrifice gain ratio is not relevant at all. Old ratio में ही distribute कर, इस ratio में profit share करे थे, reserves और losses भी उसी ratio में से share करेंगे, right? So this is as far as the free reserves are concerned. Of course, workman's compensation fund and investment fluctuation fund, there are separate treatments there. Okay, so let's not talk about that right now, but we are talking about only this. Done? Shall we take the sum? Okay, so get ready, look at the sum and then we start solving it. Right. So you had a look at the sum? Now the sum says, Samir, Yasmin and Saloni were partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 4:3:3. The balance sheet is as follows. On 31/3/2016, I see something on the liability side, asset side. You know, in some full length sums of retirement, सबसे पहले balance sheet target करना चाहिए. Balance sheet, whatever is given, there are certain things that you have to by default do it, like I told you distribution of reserves and writing off unwritten off expenses and losses. सबसे पहले उसको complete करते हैं and then we will go to the adjustments. But yes, we will quickly read the adjustments first also, just in case there is something related to be done in the balance sheet. Apart from revaluation, yes. So debtors are to be written off and new provision is to be created. Fine. Unrecorded creditor hai, patents hai. All these are all revaluation items. And Yasmin and Saloni will share profits in the ratio 3:2. New ratio is given. The new ratio is given and the old ratio is given. We can always find the gain or sacrifice ratio. Goodwill of the firm on Samir's retirement was valued at 5,40,000. So, वो goodwill का treatment भी है. Alright. So now let us first thing target the balance sheet. So balance sheet say I can see a general reserve there. General reserve, as soon as I see, I will target it and I will write it off. ठीक है? क्योंकि मुझे पता है वो करना है. So how do I do it? Of course, in the partner's capital. I'm not passing any journal entries here, but I'm telling you the journal entry. General reserve debit to the old partners. Now we will first thing open their capital accounts with the given balances: 3 lakh, 2 lakh 50, and 1 lakh 50. 3 lakhs, 2 lakh 50, and 1 lakh 50. What are these? Opening balances. So by balance brought down. That's how you open the partner's capital. And then in this we give them the credit for general reserve. So it's like by general reserve. Alright? General reserve I can see 60,000. 60,000 hai. And old ratio is 4:3:3. So I will divide this 60,000 by 10 into 4. That will give me some share. I think that should be 24,000. Let's check that. And then into 3 for Yasmin and Saloni. So I think that should be again 18,000 and 18,000. 36. Yes. So the entire general reserve has been distributed to the partners. जिस ratio में create किया, उसी ratio में distribute कर. Alright? Nothing else in the liability side. Asset side, I see cash, debtors, stock, machine, building, patents, and then PL account. Profit and loss account. Asset side में क्या कर रहा है? It's a debit balance. Loss balance है, loss को write off करना. It's 50,000. The profit and loss account balance. So this 50,000 is a loss not written off. So we will do the same thing here, but this will come on the debit side. Journal entries, partners capital account debit to profit and loss account. ठीक है? क्योंकि इसको close करना है, credit करेंगे. So that comes to 20,000, 15,000, and 15,000. 30 and 20. Yes. Okay. So that's how we distribute the reserves and losses. Simple. The balance sheet ka things we have already done. Now let us talk about the adjustments. Okay. On the above date, it is said Samir retired. So Samir retiring partner. Okay. Samir is retiring. So now what all is he supposed to get? He is supposed to get back his capital. Capital lekar jayega. Reserves है, जो भी profits, gains होगा, सब कुछ मिलेगा उसको. He will also be charged with whatever drawings he's made or whatever he's supposed to be debited with. Goodwill है, अगर existing goodwill का share है, he will be given the share of the goodwill of the firm, his share of the goodwill of the firm, and that will be given by the continuing partners, as we have done in the first video, right? So that adjustment will be there. So first thing, revaluation भी निकाल लेते हैं. Revaluation का भी जो gain या loss होगा, they will all have to share it, right? So let's start with that. Debtors, I see 4,000 will be written off as bad debts. Fine. And a provision of 5% is to be created. And I already see a provision of 10,000. तो यहाँ पर जब इतने सारे चीज हैं, so you should be very clear about the journey. Number one, whenever you write off bad debts, this entry is a must. Bad debts to debtors 4,000. So क्या होगा कि debtors से 4,000 minus हो जाएगा balance sheet. So I am doing everything together so that I do not miss out on anything. कभी क्या होता है सिर्फ revaluation में कर दिया, balance sheet में भूल गए, so balance sheet will not tally. So all adjustments should be done in both the places. So 4,000 written off outer 90,000. So debtors are given as 90,000 less bad debts 4,000. कितना हो गया? 86,000. Okay. So 86,000 is what is my net value of debtors if I write off bad debts. Same journal entry. अब अगर bad debts write off कर रहे हैं, so obviously I need to close the bad debts account also. If I have a provision account, I will utilize the provision account. Provision for bad and doubtful debts debit 4,000 to bad debts. Okay. If I did not have this provision account, कहाँ जाता? Revaluation, right? Revaluation account debit to debtors हो जाता straight away, right? Now here we have a provision for doubtful debts, so I am utilizing that reserve for writing off the bad debts. Provision 4,000 down हो गया. Already books में कितना है? 10,000. So how much is left? Provision I had 10,000 in the books. You can see 4,000 I have utilized to write off the bad debts. 6,000 is still left. Okay, edit. New provision कितना चाहिए? 5% of debtors. 5% of this. So less provision for doubtful debts at 5%. Now 5% of 86,000. Okay, 86,000 into 5%. 4,300. 4,300 is supposed to be the new provision. ठीक है? तो इसको माइनस कर देंगे 1,700, 81,700. Okay? ये तुम्हारे debtors हो गए sorted in the balance sheet. Fine? Now if I need 4,300, मेरे पास तो already 6,000 है. That means yes, I will have to write down the provision. तो मुझे सिर्फ 4,300, इसमें से सिर्फ 4,300 रख लेते हैं. The excess 1,700 I will write back. I do not require that much provision. तो provision reduce करना है. Yes, the same thing that we did in admission. Provision is to be reduced from 6,000 to 4,300. 1,700 write off कर दो. So it will be like provision for bad and doubtful debts debit 1,700 to revaluation. It's a gain for me. Provisions going down 1,700. These are the journal entries. Sometimes in the books you will get all the other journal entries. This is the logical way, right? So how do I do this? Bad debts हो गया, यहाँ पे minus हो गया debtors से. Bad debts close भी हो गया. Provision account less. Provision account has also gone down by 1,700. So balance in provision account is 4,300. वो भी दिख रहा है. इसका इफेक्ट सिर्फ एक जगह बाकी है, which is revaluation account. Revaluation is a gain, so I will write by provision for bad and doubtful debts 1,700. Okay. Now this debtors entry is fully complete. I hope you got that. An unrecorded creditor of 20,000 will be recorded. एक creditor है, liability है, record नहीं किया है, अभी करना है, loss for me. Journal entry, revaluation account debit to creditor. All losses are debited to revaluation. So, creditor. कितने का creditor है? 20,000. So, my creditors is increasing by 20,000. Come here then. In the balance sheet, how much is given as creditors? 1,10,000. Yes? Already creditors इतना है 1,10,000. इसमें और 20 add हो गए. So it comes to 1,30,000. So this is the new creditor or unrecorded creditor being added. Okay? Then patents will be completely written off. Patents you can see in the balance sheet. What is the worth of patents? 60,000 का patents दिखा है. It's completely valueless. So write it off. How do we write off an asset? Credit it. And it's a loss to me, so it will come here. So it is 2 patents, entire amount 60,000. So यहाँ patents कुछ आएगा ही नहीं. That's the second effect of the transaction. Patents become 0 in the balance sheet, no book value. Okay? So that is what is called writing off an asset. Then 5% depreciation will be charged on stock, machinery and building. Sub loss. So stock, machinery and building all will be credited to stock, to machinery, to building. All are being credited with 5% of their respective book value. तो कितना है? Stock is 1 lakh. 1 lakh का 5%, 5,000. Alright? I'm just doing all the effect, one effect here, and then I'll subtract there. Machinery, I can see it's 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs into 5%. 15,000. Machinery goes down by 50. Depreciate करना मतलब कम हो गया. Building 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs का 5%, 10,000. Alright, all these assets are going down in value. So I'll put it here: stock, machinery, and building. All are going down in value. Okay, stock 1 lakh, 3 lakh, and 2 lakhs. 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, minus 5, minus, okay, building is 2 lakhs, machinery is 3 lakhs. Okay, so all these assets come at their depreciated value. Stock हो जाएगा 95,000. This will become 2,85,000. This will become 1,90,000. Alright? So both cases are giving the effect. Then patents, yeah, they are all done. So all related to revaluation. Now the revaluation जब हो जाएगा, so what we'll do is we'll quickly balance it and find out the overall profit or loss. So I can see here 80, 20, 1,10,000 here total. So 1,10,000 minus 1,700, 1,08,300 is the balancing figure here, and this is the revaluation loss. Alright? Pura net loss here. Who will bear this? The partner. So what is the journal entry for closing revaluation account in case of loss? Partners capital account debit. Now यहाँ पे बहुत सारे बुक्स में दिया रहेगा to loss, by loss on revaluation. ऐसा कोई अकाउंट नहीं होता है. Please remember the journal entries. Go by the journal entries. Council cuts marks for each and everything gone wrong. So journal is partners capital account debit. Samir, Yasmin and Salu. The ratio was 4:3:3, so it comes to 43,320 and 32,490. 32,490. This is the revaluation loss. ये सारा partners capital account में debit होगा. You will write here to revaluation account. Okay, 43,320, 32,490, 32,490. So revaluation account में chapter रहता. This done. Profit या profit होगा तो इधर आएगा, loss होगा तो इधर आएगा in their profit sharing ratio. Alright? So the partner has to bear the loss on revaluation or enjoy the share of profit in case of profit. Revaluation done. The balance sheet things have been put, right? The next entry is, the next adjustment is goodwill of the firm on Samir's retirement is valued at 5,40,000. Now goodwill of the firm is valued at 5,40,000. Why is it given to us, this information? Because when the retiring partner is going out, he should be credited with his share of goodwill. So 5,40,000 is the total goodwill of the firm. Samir's share is 4/10 of it. 5,40,000 ka 4/10. Alright? So that's what he's supposed to get. So 5,40,000 into 4/10. 2,16,000 is what he's supposed to get. Alright? 2,16,000. Clear about this? How much is supposed to get? Now who will give? The gaining partners. You will have to find out using the old ratio and new ratio the gain or sacrifice. So let us find out. Actually the gain is the new share minus the old share should give me the gain. Alright. So let's find out. New share is given. Yasmin and Saloni will share profits in the ratio of 3:2. Yasmin and Saloni. 3:2 meaning 3 by 5, 2 by 5. Old ratio tha, they were equal, right? 3/10 and 3/10. Yeah. So 3 by 10, 3 by 10. Let us see if they are gaining. 10, 6 minus 3. 3 by 10 is his gain. And 10, 4 minus 3. 1 by 10 is the gain. So the gaining ratio is 3:1. Alright? 3:1 के ratio में जब अगर gain कर रहे हैं, so they will compensate Samir in the ratio of 3:1. So this I will divide in the ratio of this goodwill has to be divided in the ratio of 3:1 between Yasmin and Saloni. So 2,16,000 divided by 4 into 3. 1,62,000 Yasmin will have to give and 54,000 Saloni will have to give to whom? Samir. Iska journal entry. Journal entry is debit these gaining partners. Yasmin's capital account debit, Saloni's capital account debit. To the retiring partner, Samir. Okay? Samir's capital account will be credited with the entire amount. So let us debit first thing Yasmin and Saloni. To Samir's capital. I will debit Yasmin 1,62,000 and Saloni 54,000. I have debited the partner's capital. Now I will have to credit Samir's account. By Yasmin's capital, by Saloni's capital, he is getting 1,62,000 and 54. Mean a total of 2,16,000 he is getting. So this is one journal entry which will come on both sides of the capital account. Retiring partner will credit, the gaining partners for debit. Alright. Now once we have done this, I think we will quickly find out how much amount is to be paid to Samir. Okay. After all the adjustments are done. Yep, I think it's done. So let us find out how much this Samir is supposed to get. 3,24,000 plus 2,16,000 minus the debits 63,320. So this is the balancing figure coming as is. So 4,76,680. अब इसको क्या करना है? सब में कुछ नहीं बोला कि पेमेंट हुआ या नहीं. In such cases, please blindly transfer the entire amount to Samir's capital. Samir's loan account. Journal entries: Samir's capital account debit to Samir's loan account. Iska account close. Okay. So it is 5,40,000. सबसे पहले retiring partner का close करें. Then we will find out how much is the closing balance of Yasmin and Saloni. So Yasmin I can see here 2,50,000 plus 18,000, 2,68,000. उसमें से this will be subtracted 15,000 minus 32, 490 minus 1,62,000. So it's coming to 58,510. This will be to balance carried down. And here we have 1,50,000 plus 18,000. Again 1,68,000 minus, okay, a little bit of difference, minus 32,490 minus 54,000. It's 66,510. Okay. Oh. these are the closing balances of the partners. Now, what we'll do is, once it is closed, we'll put it all in the balance sheet. Samir ka loan hai, liability hai, so Samir's loan account will come here. 4,76,680 and partners capital. Yasmin and Salon. 58,510, 66,510. Total of capitals 1,25,020. Now we have put everything here. I have checked all assets and liabilities. जो नहीं था वो भी यहाँ पर लिख दिया है. Cash account was not there. We did not do any cash transaction here, no plus and no minus, so it comes here as it is, right? All other assets and liabilities have come from the old balance sheet to the new balance sheet. So let us see if our total is tallying on both the sides. Okay, so 4,76,680 here plus 80 plus 1,30,000. So 7,31,700 here, and we have 81,700 there plus 95,000 plus 2,85,000 plus 1,90,000 and 80,000. So 7,31,700 on both sides. Obviously your balance sheet should tally if you have done the sum correctly. I hope you have got the entire sum, children. Yes, please take care of all of these things. Revaluation account, profit loss, then transfer, then find out the retiring partner's balance. Either it will be paid off or his amount will be transferred to the loan account, which will appear here. Closing balances of partners will also appear here. Revalued figures will be there in the new balance sheet. That's it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, children. If you did, please do not forget to press the like button. It really encourages, and your comments have been really overwhelming. Thank you so much for all your appreciation all the way. Please do subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a good day ahead.